Note particularly the issues of fluctuating and deteriorating capacity, which may cause problems. How is capacity tested? I want to look particularly at the appropriate test and where we are with the possibility of that being changed. Then looking at what capacity is and particular things to think about. One in particular is I want to expand a little bit on the question of the testator's knowledge. And the other area that I want to look at is affective disorders and the extent to which they can create incapacity. We go on to look at the burden of proof. We're still looking at the relationship with the Mental Capacity Act. But I just want to put this in now. This is how the burden of proof operates on a capacity case. The burden starts with the propounder of a will to establish capacity, and they will do that where the will is duly executed and appears rational on its face. That'll raise a presumption of capacity, and the evidential burden shifts to the objector. And if the objector can show a real doubt about capacity, then the burden of proof shifts back to the propounder to establish capacity. So you've got this shifting burden of proof with the Banks and Goodfellow test. And I just want to put that in there so that we've got that before us. Well, Justice Mummery said, my concern is that the courts should not be too ready to upset on the grounds of mental capacity a will that has been drafted by an experienced independent lawyer. That's quite useful, I think, and that goes back to what I was just saying about being able to make your own assessment. The assumption by the court that if you are someone who is making wills all the time, then part of your job is assessing capacity. You may not do it formally, but realistically, as soon as a new client presents themselves, one of the first questions you ask yourself is, does this person have capacity? The Court of Appeal said in this case that there wasn't enough evidence of a lack of capacity. One reason was that the will was the way in which the will was drawn up and who it was drawn up by.